following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 4. You get the Nasdaq off 9. S&Ps are down $1.50. We have the gold contract trading flat at 11.34 even. You have silver down flat also at $16.04. Platinum is down $9 at 9.13. We have the copper market 2.49. Oil. So we get the oil numbers today, 10.30. Those right now that's trading up 12 cents at 53.43. You get the 10-year note up 4 ticks, 123.08. 30-year bond up 6 ticks, 148.19. King dollar's down 408 ticks, 102.880. King dollar got over its highs of last week. Yesterday had lighter volume. We'll see if we get any volume on the way down today. It's going to be hard to get any volume whatsoever because there's no doubt that
There's something going on. Is it the holiday season?
It has started.
Four days till Christmas, right?
It's even when we were talking.
I'm sure you got all your Christmas shopping done.
Oh my God!
I got all mine done. No, I don't.
Man,
I don't even.
I'm like not even. Yeah.
Don't even say that. Don't tell anybody you haven't started yet. That's all right.
No, I've definitely started. I started. Yeah, that doesn't mean much though.
But a small start.
I started. I got a pretty good start.
Good.
We get the euro trading at 104. The yen is at 117. And bottom line, folks, is that we're in holiday trading in a big way here. No two ways about that. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin Hinks, Scott Connor, amazing show. You want to understand options upside down, folks. They'll bring you within the course of 6 weeks. They will bring you right through an options education that you can't get anywhere. That's the real bottom line. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, good morning. I don't know why you have me on. I have nothing new to add. It's a slow market. Don't get over-invested in a slow market. We've got our, everyone's got their streamers out and their noisemakers out for a Dow 20,000, so I guess that's the story, right?
Yeah.
That is,
listen,
for sure.
Even, so Kevin, this morning, even I'm writing the newsletter, and I'm saying, we're so close, it wants to whack it. And then it's like, okay, well, why? Why does it have to? It doesn't have to. You know what I mean? It's like, why not?
Law of attraction, man. 20,000.
It's going to need, it may get close, Tom, and then it's going to need another reason, right? Here's the good news. You're a couple weeks from some payroll numbers.
Yeah.
The new first of the year. There's a lot of things. There'll be a lot of news breaking, but I don't know if it'll break before Christmas, right? I mean, that's historically a thin, whippy trade between Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
And sometimes you'll get that. And then New Year's Eve is usually some pretty big volumes. You'll get something like that in a trade. And I'm not predicting what will happen. I'm just kind of telling what I recognize from the future. A lot of guys like to trade on New Year's Eve because you may get a move. Right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do it sometime then, if they don't do it quickly, but it'll go quick.
No,
if they do it during holiday markets, there won't be a lot of stuff there to stop it.
I agree. And so this morning, picture this, and I'm sure you've done this many times, Kevin. I'm sitting there, I'm saying to myself, okay, man, I'm going to put a sell way above this market just for the aspect, because what has happened in the NQs the last 2 days, they're spiked at the last 2 days. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. So I'm sitting there this morning to myself, yeah, man, I'm going to put this, about, I was going into the NQs, and I wanted to put it about 16 points above where they were trading. This is like 7:30 this morning, right? So I started to put it, and I says, what am I doing, man? I says, you know what? Because why even do that? I was doing it for the aspect that I figure if they're going to hit the Dow 20, they'll bang the Nasdaq at the same time. Then I said, well, that doesn't make much sense because the reality is that we're in a slow market. And what if they do that and then it just keeps going? I say, just get to work, man. If they do it, then I can sell it and look at it. Do you know what I mean?
You're exactly right, Tom. I'm a historic fader of the market. Right?
Yeah.
I like to buy dips. I like to sell rallies.
Right.
And, I swear that I tell people I think in another life I was a salmon because I'm working against the market, it seems, constantly.
Yeah, we're twins, I think.
Yeah. And sometimes you say to yourself, well, if I sell it up there, what am I going to do with it?
Right.
Hope is not a business plan.
No.
So I need the market to make moves and me react to those moves. I'm not trying to steer anything or muscle anything somewhere. I want the market to move and me just to either fade those moves or get on those moves.
Right.
But,
so you can see it first. Yeah. No, that's
right.
Yeah. That's kind of where my head went after I said, what am I doing, man? But particularly in a what happens, folks, as we've been talking about, when you have a slow market like this thing can get pushed anywhere, and it can get pushed a lot more than 10 or 20 S&P points. I mean, the only time I've ever seen it get pushed in a dramatic sense was the day before Thanksgiving, like a 94 or something. It was like, I've talked about this before, I'd never seen anything like this in my life, in an hour and a half. I mean, everyone was just hitting the buy button. It didn't matter what you bought. And then the market gave it all back Monday when we came back to work.
Right. And Tom, markets can rally because there's buyers, or it can rally because there's no sellers.
Right.
And those ones will usually fail if there's no sellers, because the sellers will show up eventually.
Yeah.
As you know.
That's right.
So, yeah, you just, the message for today and this week is just be careful. The market's going to whip around. Keep your powder dry. Wait for something to move the market.
And listen right here at 12 o'clock, 12 to 1 swim lessons. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show today.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back. We're going to have oil numbers at 10:30. You have the Dow down 11, Nasdaq's down 9.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 8. You get the Nasdaq down 8. S&Ps are off $1.50. And we get Wednesday, folks, and Wednesday, of course, is oil numbers. So we're gonna go to Tom Plymouth, but let's go over to these oil numbers over to the Nadex platform for a second and take a look at where we're trading right now in the oil market. So we get the numbers come out at 8:30, and we're going to be looking 10:30.
Slow down. 10:30. There you go.
And what we're going to be looking for is a volatility trade.
So we're jumping in again. We got crude oil, right? We're looking at the February contract. Here are the spreads. 11 a.m. We got oil trading right now at 53.40.
Okay.
So what's nice is that you do have spreads that line up with 53.50. We're always looking where the ceiling and the floor can kind of be right at our point.
Right.
So on both sides, here's the one with 53.50 being the floor.
Yeah.
So that's going to be our bullish trade. Here's the one with 53.50 being the ceiling. That's going to be our bearish trade. We're going to be selling the one at the ceiling.
Yeah.
We're going to be buying the one at the floor. So you're looking at about $60, which of course would be 60 cents. 35 to the downside, 24 to the upside. Now it works out. You said to me during the break that if you had a bias, right, then you'd be negative, bearish bias.
That would
maybe
be going down.
And what's actually nice is that this trade works out in that favor, and that, you know, where is your intrinsic value in either of these, right?
Right.
It's to the downside, because right now it's at 53.40.
Okay.
You have 10 cents of actual value to the downside.
Yep.
So to make your break even,
right,
you only need 50 cents down.
Okay.
Because that's going to be your 60 cents of value.
Yep.
Whereas if you want to break even to the upside,
right,
you actually need to go 10 points up to get to the floor.
Okay.
And then you need to go another 60 cents to break even, so you would need 70 cents to the upside.
Yeah, right.
So that's where, you know, when you're figuring these out, now, yeah, that's a very small difference, but guess what? You know what I mean? It's nice that it lines up at least, if that's how
so
you
let
feel.
me look at the okay, so CLG7.
Yes.
Because when I was looking at this, folks, what I'm looking at intradays that you can see yesterday there's a big downdraft at 11:40.
Now, where are you looking for this to head, though? Just because
I'm looking at that's what it's right there.
Okay.
Which is 52.61.
Okay. So, you know, even at that level, you're only going to be making about $30 with the 60 at risk. I'm just putting it into,
I know.
you know.
I know. Okay, so, and that's 53.13. No, I'm not doing it then.
Okay.
It's 53.13.
Yeah, I mean, when you're paying 60 cents in premium combined, you should be looking for probably more than 90 cents of movement, right?
Exactly.
You know, in terms of...
Exactly. Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, Tom. Tommy, how you been?
Morning, Tom.
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
How's it going?
I can't complain one bit.
Perfect.
Hey, I'm looking to come over into your camp here with this the J Nug and the Nugget. Yesterday I jumped in with the onto this J Nug. Since that election, I've been on this J Dust and Dust again. I put that hat on. It's been wild.
Yeah, you got a good hat if you've been in that dust. There's no two ways about that.
I love that J Dust. I love it.
Oh, I love it, man.
But I'm thinking of a little Merry Christmas treat for this J Nug now. So that's what I'm hoping to latch on to. It was cheap enough yesterday where I jumped in, and I'm hoping maybe put a little more in there today.
Yeah, well, we need a sign of strength, which we don't have. You know, we have the dollar going down today. You had the GDX make a nice, run yesterday, but it definitely, it was testing its lows on lighter volume, and I would have liked to see, some strength here today, and we don't have it, So.
What do I need to buy? Some gold futures, some big gold futures? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, we gotta. Well,
Can you put some strength into it, Tom?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that, but
What I would do is this: as we go through the day, this is where I think one of the best tells in the marketplace today, folks, will be the dollar, and it's not just that if the dollar is down, which is down, only it's down 443 ticks. What it has to do is expand on volume. And I don't think we're going to get it. We're at 12,000 contracts right now. I'd like to see something like 29,000 contracts. And what happens with the dollar index, folks, is that most of the volume comes in during the day from 8:30 to 9:30. There's a lot of volume before our markets even open up. Like we were at 9,000 at 8 o'clock, at 8:15 this morning.
Okay.
And if we don't get that, I'd kind of take a break until, tomorrow.
well,
Quite a
I'm looking
break.
Maybe I'm looking to buy some of this stuff here, maybe at the lows here. Maybe.
No, listen, I know what you're saying. I think
the first of the year.
if you just keep your eye on it,
Yeah.
but don't. If the GDX doesn't perform today, then you very well, should clean that position up at the end of the day.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Because there's right now, you do not have any strength there. It's just not there.
I don't think there's going to be enough buyers left this week. Do you? I mean,
No, I don't. But that's the cool thing. Well, that's the cool thing about looking at the dollar, because if you do get a signal that there's a lot of selling, and even it'll be subtle, because 29,000 is not a lot, but that's a good expansion. If you get that, then I would be all over the gold market, because that is saying that, guess what? This is subtle. It's laying in just right, because it is going to be so hard to get that volume. But if you don't get it, you don't get it. Just leave it alone. So sad but true.
I think he's bringing us gold for Christmas, to tell you the truth.
Right?
I'll take some gold for Christmas, man.
There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
You still got to do some Christmas shopping, right?
I do.
Okay, perfect.
I do. Hey,
all right, man. Well, hey, pleasure talking to you. Merry Christmas to everybody at TFNN.
Merry Christmas, Tom.
Merry Christmas, Tom.
Make it a great one.
We got a big game this weekend against those Jets. So.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Totally, man.
They're looking good.
Totally.
Do the Jets have a good record, too?
Patriots-Jets is always a good battle,
I see.
no matter
Okay.
what,
Okay. Right.
This could be a little bit of a slugfest.
Yeah.
And we owe them a few slugs, so.
That's right. We owe everybody a few slugs for last year.
Of course.
We do.
Yeah.
Totally.
Too funny. Cooking, brother.
Have a great weekend. Yeah.
Have a
Talk
great
to you
one,
later.
man. Have a safe one.
Bye.
Hey, we have the championship game in Tampa, the college championship
We do,
game, huh?
yeah. I heard that recently.
That's
yeah.
a big deal,
Pretty
right?
cool, yeah. National Championship College Football game. Now, does that play do you know if it's the full playoff? How they do that now? I forget.
No, it's just
now,
one game.
Okay. Because now they have where it's the playoff, so they have basically two semifinal games. I don't know where those get played, but
you know
the
what
national
I'm wondering?
championship
I'm
comes in.
wondering, we should look it up as how much the tickets are right now versus when they know what the teams are in. They're probably still expensive.
I would guess that there's not much difference.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be, depending on who gets in, but guess what? Like, fans are probably pretty sure that, like, Alabama's going to be in there no matter what. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of Alabama fans in Florida.
Bama fans ain't waiting for them to win the semifinal game, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're buying those tickets.
Yeah.
If you were selling those tickets, no way you'd be discounting it right now. You know what I'm saying? You know that there'd be demand, I think.
You
But we should look at them.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with these oil numbers. Have the Dow right now down 12, Nasdaq's up 5, S&Ps are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
The holiday season is here, and TFNN Salvation Army Tiger Dollar Special is back. Right now, you can get a 25% bonus on your purchase, and 10% of whatever you spend will be donated in your name to the Salvation Army. The sale only comes around once a year, so don't miss out. Tiger Dollars are a great way to add extra savings to TFNN newsletters or services, and they never expire. Get your Tiger Dollars before the sale ends Thursday, December 22nd, and get your 25% bonus while donating 10% of your purchase to the Salvation Army. For all the details, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the oil. We're at 53.13. It goes to what? 53. A little under
52.94.
Okay.
Back up to 53 something. Back down. We'll take a look at the numbers. So oil inventory numbers released at 10:30. Inventories rose 2.26 million barrels. The estimate was a decline of 2.5 million. That's quite a miss.
Yeah.
So we got a lot more oil, which means prices should be coming down.
Right.
But guess what? I like that phrase. We've been saying that a lot lately.
I know.
But guess what?
Exactly.
There was the spike, but I mean, we saw, and just so, right, I mean, before the numbers even came out, this was actually trading right where it was.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were looking at the trade, it was up about 53.40, which was nice because it was only 10 cents below the floor, which is 53.50. But we saw it trickle down even ahead of those numbers.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody knew.
Yeah. That's interesting that... yeah, let's just look at that again because it almost looks like that this thing's going to spike higher right now. Look at that.
It beat you to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some. So I
mean, that's I mean, it's remarkable. 5 million barrel off the estimate, right? You got 5 million barrels more oil than they thought, and the market's like, we'll go up anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's going to flatten out. This trade's going to flatten out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, you were looking for your break even was going to be 60 cents away from 53.50. So you're looking to the downside down here, and to the upside, it's not even on the chart actually. It'd be,
right.
So
now let's look. I'll show you what we had here. So we got CLG. So CLG7.
Looking at the February contract.
Yeah, and now this would be. This is not done
15-minute delayed, so the numbers aren't coming out yet.
So that's 53.13, where I was, saying, okay, that's why one of the reasons I didn't do it. But even down here, that's why we didn't do it. That's even 52.57. So all it did is spike the low from yesterday, which was 52.13.
53.12. I think it's 53 something.
Oh, 53.13. Yes, right. And this is just this is just really just another indication too about holiday trading.
Well, yeah, and I think it speaks to understanding the premium.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You know, if this is a Tuesday, there's no premium in these.
Right.
The trade's like a simple one in terms of course, you're going to go for it, but that's where you need to be used to. You know, what makes sense in terms of what you're willing to pay to what you expect to happen. Now, keeping in mind, these are only $1.50 spreads, right?
Right.
So you only have $150 of basically maximum value.
When I was going to pay 60 cents.
Right. So, you know, you can't just assume that, oh, you'll make it back if you're right. You know, you have to factor that stuff in where, you know, you might think that it's only going to go 90 cents. You're putting up 60 cents.
It's not enough.
And you can only make $1.50 if it, so you really.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and the last few that we did, they were much bigger than that. Or I felt they were going to be much bigger than that.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at this broad market here. Excuse me, folks. You have the Dow right now down 16. NASDAQ is off 9. S&Ps are down 3. Nike came out with numbers last night. If you want to see how
I giggle because quite a day they're having. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, yeah.
How a specialist just gave it to everyone that was buying on the open. I'm going to show you something here, folks, okay? So Nike came out with numbers. You know, the numbers weren't that great. They weren't bad, but they weren't great.
Could you just take a look at the numbers maybe before?
Yeah.
I'm just curious myself before we go
Absolutely.
into the whole deal so we didn't.
If we go down, let's see. We'll go down a little bit more. Okay, so the estimate is 43 cents.
Okay.
They come in at 50 cents.
And there you have revenue right under there. Revenue 8.18 billion versus 8.1, so pretty close. Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to get a feel for what.
And it had what the mantra of the financial press was last night is that last quarter they contracted in the United States. And that was the first time in a long time. Okay. Well, they didn't contract in the United States.
Okay.
Now, that being said, what happened last night is that after the close, because when I was on the air when this came out, Nike was trading up about $1.50, right?
Okay.
But, you know, I was bringing up at that point $1.50 isn't anything because the seller is laying right here.
Okay.
928, monster volume, right? So now watch what happened at the open, folks, okay? So the stock's up $1.50 last night to $1.75.
Yeah.
They got this thing going that there were plenty of buyers in the morning.
52.90 they're showing as the open.
52.90, and then look at 5 seconds into it. 428,000 had a tag of 53. Okay, and right down from the whole way.
Sure.
That's almost $1 million, right? 53 to it's 700,000 right now. 53 down to 51.86.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost $1, so 428 grand.
And so watch this though. I want you to see this on the chart so you can see exactly what happened there. And this is where
it's quite a 10-minute bar.
There was someone on the other side of this. You know, this was laying up here, buy, and someone just sitting there waiting, and they sold right into them.
Sure.
And more than likely, it's the specialist. And then they start moving the stock out. It's pretty intense, though. You know, you don't see that a lot, really, on large stocks like that, because what happens is that the way that's supposed to work is that if you're the specialist, when you have a buy and a sell, you're supposed to open it in between those bid and offers.
Sure.
And you can see on that case, there was no way that was open in between the bid and offer. You know, so FedEx, you know, that's they are blaming them spending too much money on their ground services. You know, their numbers were good. They're saying that they're spending so much money on their ground services to keep up with the amount of shipping packages that are out here, that's how they're losing money. When you look at these numbers, though, watch what I suspect the market is actually looking at. Their gross, so the estimate was 291, they made 280, right? Their operating margin went down dramatically because what happened is that this ground segment 10.5.
Yes.
This went down 2 percentage points.
Okay.
And when I was looking, I says, is that business going to get commoditized because of Amazon.
Sure.
You know, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's
It's competition, so you can't make those types of margins when you're dealing with that type of competition.
That is huge, man.
Keep cutting it into each other's to gain market share. Definitely.
Right. Now, if we go over to UPS, what you're going to see on UPS, folks, is this, is that we're at $116.98. UPS, and this is where the UPS will more than likely give us the information first if we get failure. And what you want to keep your eye on in the next couple of weeks is $114.40. The reason being is that that's the breakout area that UPS broke out of from January of 2015. Now, it did it on 62 million shares versus 92. You know, so you have the lighter volume, but if you have price that doesn't hold and then you pull back in, then you're going to have a deep retracement. Now, FedEx, what's intriguing about this is that, so evidently FedEx always comes out with numbers before UPS.
Okay.
Because when you watch FedEx, watch this. That was the, is it November?
Right.
December they were taken out. So FedEx also took it out. Now, FedEx is way above its breakout, but you're 10 points. Well, actually, they're 10 points and you're down 5 now, so it's not that much.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Did that just go down another point where you're sitting there? I think it did. We have the Dow Industrials right now.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
You here?
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
All right, we're live. Let's go. We're live right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome, folks. Mine must be
You must have
hooked in.
pulled out your headphones,
Yeah.
man. You got too easy on that break.
Vacation's already started.
I know, right?
We have the Dow Industrials down at 13, Nasdaq's off 10, S&Ps are off $1.50. And if we go inside the Dow Industrials, we take a look at the strength versus the weakness. The strength out here is Boeing is up 0.8%, Chevron's up 0.4, Travelers is up 0.3. Taken away from it, Pfizer's down 0.8. You get United Health off 0.8. Goldman's down 0.7. Inside the NDX 100, strength out here is Monster Beverage. That's up 3.5%. NetEase is up 2.7%. Taken away from it, TripAdvisor is down 2.5. Celgene is off 2. Vertex is off 1.7. So there's really, let me go over to Apple for a second. So Apple is just laying at these highs, dramatically lighter volume. It's going to be really intriguing to see what kind of numbers Apple can come out with after this holiday season, because the numbers that came out yesterday in China, that Apple sales were down 13%.
Okay.
That's pretty intense. So in China, of course, you have competition, but I know when Apple first got there, everyone wanted Apple.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like, wow, how are you getting down now? But guess what? That price projection.
Do you know what it can be down? What does that mean? 13% down versus what? Versus I mean, they come out with phones once a year. There can be a million.
I
You know what I'm saying?
You
Apple's up today. I'm just putting things in perspective. Like Apple's up today. They wouldn't be up if their sales are down double digits in China across the board. That's all. So that everybody keeps things in perspective there. I mean, if Apple starts losing 20% of their sales in China every single quarter, man, the stock will not be up. Trust me. That's not what.
No, I understand. What you're saying, particularly because what happens in China is that when you're not growing. Okay, so China was central to Apple's growth in 2014-15. The country accounted for 27.8% of iPhone sales in the region, and it's since reversed. iPhone sales in China declined 28.6% so far. 28.6%.
In 2016. Several factors have weighed on Apple's growth: intensifying local competition and unfavorable foreign exchange trends. Slow growth in China's smartphone market, mid-price segments, recent expansion, decrease in high-end sales. Given these factors, unlike Apple's prospects in China will reverse anytime soon.
So
iPhone, it's
see, what it is that we still don't know what the number is, but the decline is even bigger than I thought.
And it's this local competitors deal in China, I think, is what they keep coming out with. So it's not like Google. It's probably all these, I don't want to call them knockoffs, right? But these low-cost, local China factories probably pumping out pretty good.
Oh, sure.
Value for much cheaper, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt.
Since 2013, the mid-price segment share has more than doubled to 31.8%. So that's Apple's super high end, of course. So when you have the mid-price segment doubling, they're just and that's I joke with my friends that Apple is a company trying to lose market share as slow as possible.
Right.
When you own the world, man,
right.
you can only shrink as slow as possible from that point. I mean, to put it, I mean, seriously, when you own everything, the battle is just to keep it as long as you can.
There's no doubt. Well, what I thought was intriguing, and this is where, let me just see the short interest in Apple right now, because this is like getting intriguing. The short interest is only 1.1%, which is great, because what also happened yesterday is Apple now is selling refurbished watches. So it's like, okay.
The iWatch you're talking about? Okay.
So it's like, hold it. How are you selling refurbished iWatches when it wasn't even a hit in the first place? So does that mean that you and I bought a watch, it was no good, we brought it back, and now they're selling refurbished ones?
Maybe they're saying that, the market was too expensive off the bat. And so maybe they think they might be able to facilitate some. Because guess what? I mean, that is the biggest barrier to entry on those watches. I'm not going to spend, and I don't even know what the price is right now. I know it's come down a lot, but I'm definitely not spending $500 or $600 for a watch that has to pair with my phone, and all that stuff. But, when you start talking about maybe $200,
right, different
you
ball
think
game.
about it at least, right?
Yeah.
It's a different ballgame, right? But nobody's going to pay those types of hefty prices that when you just have to have a phone in tow with it.
Well, you know what blows my mind is that you get the, like if you buy a computer, you know, even computers right now, $600-700, you get a beautiful computer, right?
Sure.
These phones are $600-700, and that just like, wow.
You don't think it's a beautiful phone?
No, I do, except what the difference is that they seem they can break so much easier than a computer.
Well, yeah,
you know?
when if you dropped your computer from your hand to the cement 5 times a day, it might break too.
Yeah, right.
You know, in terms of, they're just as powerful machines, and in theory, the phone is just as powerful, and it's a phone.
Right.
So if anything, it should be more expensive, in my opinion. Really, where, I mean, we know nowadays you can do literally anything on your phone.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And the processor, the speed, you know, I mean, we have, on our phone, I have Microsoft Word, I have Microsoft Excel, I have Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Outlook, that whole suite. I mean, you really think about what you can do. It's powerful stuff, man.
They gotta get that on my phone.
And in terms of breaking them, you don't drop your phone, it won't break. I drop mine all the time, so don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I've broken it many times, but that one I won't hold against them, because in theory, actually, for the amount of times I've dropped it, and I would be willing to bet the same applies to you, they hold up really well for the beating they take. I mean, seriously, you know, because think about it, if you had a laptop, right, and put it through the abuse that we all put our phone through, they're not built to withstand that at all. You know, how many times, all of us out there, you drop your phone, it lands face down, right, and you slowly pick it up and hope that the screen's intact, right? And 99% of the time it is, which is remarkable. Yeah. And that's only going to get better, that Gorilla Glass, all that stuff.
No doubt. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the 30-year bonds. And, the 30-year bonds and the 10 notes, folks, they're trying to get off this low.
Try as they may.
Try as they may. Like you have the 30-year today. This is a decent setup, meaning that you pull back with lighter volume. It's rejected lower price. That being said, though, you need wide price spread. So what happens is this. When you test lows, you can test lows the aspect, okay, there's no more sellers, right? But for something to go higher, what do you need?
Buyers.
Exactly, man. And that's what wide price spread, accelerated volume, and strength is all about. And that's what we need. We need that in the bond market. You need that in the gold market. If we go to the 10-year, we look at the 10-year for a second. The 10-year, did the same thing today, saying, okay, there's no more sellers at this point, but guess what? There's no buyers either. So that needs wide price spread, accelerated volume, and that will go right back to the good old dollar index, and let's just see where we are right now. We're at 12,000, I didn't get the exact number, but it was 12,000 and something. DXH7.
There you go. I guess click on it.
Yeah, see? We're not going to get the volume in the dollar. We're at 12,000. It's still 12,900. And you stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Yeah, and it's 10:50.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks, and we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. You know, I really hope, whether it's today or whatever day that it happens, that 20,000 happens when Basil's on.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
It just totally makes
Why
sense,
not?
man.
And why not today, too? Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Now, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page, this sale is going to end tomorrow. It's only today and tomorrow. This is the Salvation Army Tiger Dollar Sale. We do this each and every year. It's a great deal this year. You are getting a larger bonus for smaller increments. You get a 25% bonus on any purchase, meaning if you buy, whether it's $600, $1,200, or $1,800. When you do $600, you're going to get a $150 bonus, $750 in Tiger dollars you can spend. $1,200, you get $1,500 or $300 extra to spend. And if you buy $1,800, you're going to get $450 extra. What we also do is that we write a check to the Salvation Army in your name for 10% of the cash purchase price. Salvation Army then sends that right to you, so you can write that off in your taxes. Great deal.
Yeah.
It's
you
good.
know, whether you're a subscriber right now, going to any courses, newsletters, workshops.
Right. I'm going to have some in 2017.
Yeah. They're a great deal to lock in savings. They are.
Right.
25% bonus, whatever you spend, expires tomorrow. And next week, before 2016, we'll get that beautiful check down to them. And
Right.
It'll be a great
And
deal.
that is a hard close tomorrow, just so you
Yes,
understand
because
that.
we are closed on Friday.
Right.
So that'll come down at about midnight on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then we'll be in here Monday.
Monday.
No, we're not in Monday because we're closed. We're here Tuesday. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's where we just got to make sure we take care of it.
Right.
Get the check out, and that way they process it, and the donation is 2016.
Right,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah. And then as we're talking about this, what can you use your Tiger dollars on? I mean, just Basil Chapman last night still. You know, if you have time over the holidays, I watched this whole course last night.
Right.
So right now you can still sign up. You get both of the 2 courses in there. You get the archives. You get 3 hours of archives.
Yes.
And then 3 weeks from now, Basil's got his final course. And don't feel like it's too late. I've watched both of the lessons that have started,
Right.
and he does a great job. And he's so open to emails and all that stuff. People asking him,
Yeah, because you get the course and you get his newsletter.
Right.
Right.
And so he's, it's a great course. So that's one way that you can spend some of those bonus Tiger dollars, let alone everything else we got going on.
Sure. Gotta love it. And
oil, quick glance.
Yep.
So about 30 cents off of that pivot point, which would have been 53.50. That would have been about a 50% loss if it figures out there with 3 minutes until expiration. So that was a nice pass.
So until 2017, we're getting close here. Well, we'll see what kind of action. I know, of course, we're going to be here tomorrow, too, but we'll see what kind of action we get next week. It was interesting what Kevin Hinks said about New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it does make sense, right? As in, just like we're saying Salvation Army, we got to get the check in by 2016, right?
Yeah.
Some people got to get their trades in by 2016.
You do.
Totally.
You do. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Right now, we get the Dow down 19, Nasdaq's off 17, S&P's off a couple bucks. You get the small caps down. Let's see, where's the Russell? Russell's down 5.5. Gold is down $1.10. King dollar is down 3.38.
How about natural gas, real quick? Because that was doing such big things.
Natural
getting
gas.
ready for tomorrow. Natural gas numbers.
And
what's going on?
Interesting.
It doesn't want to let us look
there you
at.
go.
It's not cooperating.
Yeah. Natural gas caught a bid.
No, it's not cooperating.
No, it's not.
Let me see.
I
pick a different one. It was something I had double clicking on it. There you go. Type it in.
Natural gas caught a bid today. It was up like 4.5%.
That's at 5.7.
5.73%.
It's up almost 19 cents.
That's all that cold weather. So we're trading at 383.
That'll be a teaser for tomorrow's 10:30 action.
Big time.
There we go.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And Dow is down 18, Nasdaq's down 18, S&P's off 3.5. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Look forward to speaking to you this afternoon. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.